Hi, I'm Kristal Hart, and welcome to the Smithsonian National Postal Museum in Washington, D.C., where the U.S. Postal Service unveils the new Holiday Cheer Forever stamps. These stamps capture the magical moments of the season as well as a new generation of holiday cards and letters. Michael Elston and from Labor Relations.
At the U.S. Postal Service, yes.
And we have these holiday cheer stamps. Now, could you tell us the inspiration behind them?
Sure, I think the artist was inspired by wanting to do something traditional yet contemporary, so she used a unique form of art to cut these images out of magazines and then reassemble them, use gouache to make them look acrylic, and assemble them into these wonderful designs so that they're both traditional yet also contemporary.
And we have 4 designs here, correct?
Yes, as you can see, there are flowers, amaryllis flowers, a traditional wreath, cardinals, and berries and fruit, the kinds of things that you need to sustain yourself during the long winter months and have a little bit of holiday cheer.
And how do you think this will lift up the spirits of mailing in the Postal Service and letters?
Well, I think they just add to the lifting of spirits that holiday greetings bring to family and friends. When you get a card in the mail from someone that you know well or someone you haven't heard from for a while, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better that they remembered you during the holidays. And that's a wonderful thing about our tradition in this country of sending holiday cards and greetings. And this stamp just adds a little bit of fun and a little bit of beauty to those cards.
You know, and just lastly, tell us about the educational of coming to these stamp ceremonies with the education.
Well, we're very lucky today to be at the National Postal Museum, which is part of the Smithsonian, and this is a fantastic place for kids to learn about not only stamps, but the mail system, the history of the mail system. Of course, Benjamin Franklin, our first Postmaster General, is featured in one of the exhibits, and we're just very lucky to have this in Washington. And today, they've done a great thing with little stations for kids to learn about different things and to do some hands-on activities. So we've got a great set of young people who are learning about stamps today.
Okay, so everybody go out and mail a letter today. The holidays are coming. You know, it's funny, I just had somebody who hadn't seen me and they said, well, I haven't received a holiday card from you lately, so they didn't know.
You better get on that, and you can use these stamps. You look like you're ready for the holiday season right now.
I'm ready. It's like my favorite time of year.
All right, very good. Merry Christmas early.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
With this Toby Mensforth, and we are at the Smithsonian National Postal Museum here in Washington, D.C., and we have a special event. But first, tell me we had a stamp ceremony, the unveiling. What do you feel the educational value of these stamp ceremonies are?
Oh my goodness, they extend our educational outreach and lifelong learning to all our audiences, whether it's online or here at the museum. Each new stamp brings with it a heritage and a legacy that we can put out the educational value to it, or the history, which is the most important, of the stamp, and why the artist chose it, and why the art director chose it, and what the images represent. So we're thrilled to be able to bring that legacy to the United States Postal Service and the Smithsonian, and doing that outreach.
And you know, it's real special today because I see all these tables, and it's set up for the different families and children. Tell the audience.
We have a wonderful team here that is education, but also visitor services. So our whole team is here, and they've dedicated themselves at different tables to either do the art of the stamp, which is drawing a stamp or recreating the stamps you see behind us from the first day of issue here, or it's learning about stamps that are going to be recreated by the Postal Service for public distribution. And then there's just some fun games that are all based around bingo, for example, stamp bingo, or going around the museum and identifying historical people from history, but also historical characters or representations of actual historical vehicles that we collect here at the museum. So it's a wonderful day for families and people of all ages.
And that is one thing that the Smithsonian National Post Office is known for, is having a lot of events for families and children.
This is our I hate to say it, our bread and butter. This is what we do. We love having families here, and family days really, we see strollers, we see young kids just learning how to read who are learning literacy on our exhibits, or teens who are really getting into how a postal service and how communication works, and then all the way up through college. Most of our volunteers are college age or seniors, and they bring a whole dynamic to the conversation of what education is. It's wonderful.
So if you're in Washington, D.C., it is right across from Union Station. Here, the Amtrak pulls right in. You go right across the street, so come visit.
Come on down. It's right on top of the metro station. You can access our museum or all the Smithsonian wonderful museums. Come anytime.
And
Thank you.
get on the mailing list.
And get on our mailing list. It's on our website. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.